Bible has a lot to say about alcohol consumption, whether wine or strong drink. And the Bible speaks about wine being a mocker and strong drink a brawler. And the idea of it's not for princes, it's not for kings to drink strong drink. And even priests in the Old Testament were forbidden to partake of any alcohol before they participate in any of the service of God. Well, if you extrapolate that to the New Testament, you have a good principle. We're told not to be drunk with wine, which is dissipation, but be filled with the Spirit. The whole idea of alcohol consumption is, ethyl alcohol, it lowers your inhibitions. It essentially depresses the higher functions of your brain, like your judgment and your balance, and it gives you a sense of well-being. And that's why people desire the effects of alcohol in their system. It gives them a sense of well-being. It's a sense of, I'm in control and I feel much better. But if you have a filling of the Spirit, that does the real thing in you. And you don't need to be under the influence of alcohol. But of course, you can have a drink and not be under the influence of alcohol. So is there anything wrong? Is there anything sinful about having a beer or a glass of wine? The answer to that would be no. But the ultimate question is it profitable? Maybe permissible, but is it profitable? And will it edify you spiritually? I think the true freedom of a believer is coming to a place where you don't need to do anything that may stumble someone or that may ultimately maybe trap you in a world of addiction. And I think it's better to steer clear of it. Is that a law? No. Can you, partake, freely? And I know people that have a glass of wine with their meal, or they have a beer on a hot day, and, is there something sinful about that? No. But I think for me, personally, I'll never forget the impact it had on me when I was a young believer. I thought having a glass of wine or a beer with my friends was a way to build a bridge with them, and I discovered kind of embarrassingly that it wasn't. When I was questioned by one of my friends, "Why are you here drinking?" And I said, "Well, I'm just having one drink. I'm not getting drunk." And they go, "Oh, okay." And they couldn't understand that I really, was trying to follow the Lord and be a good witness. And when I realized it was stumbling them, at that point, the Lord freed me from it. He said, you don't need this. And you know what? I haven't had it since because I haven't needed it. And I realized at that point, I'm free. Much more free to be filled with the Spirit than to be under the influence of ethyl alcohol. But the answer to the question, is it a sin? No, it's not a sin, but it can be a sin. If you stumble others, it's a sin. If you become under its influence, it is a sin. So you're better off being wise to steer clear from it.